Here is Battle Clash, one of the first games you can actually get for your Super Scope. Yeah, in this game, you have to blast down different mechs. There's a whole storyline to it, and each robot you fight will give you a little bit of exposition. And there might be some weak points to them, there might not. Each one has their own various attack patterns and defenses that you gotta figure out. An interesting idea. Okay, let's check her out. And again, I apologize for the poor quality of my television and why I'm filming with this, but I got this on an OTRT TV, so I can actually play the game. Okay, let's check her out. And just like the Super Soap Sits game, you have to shoot at the screen. Twice. Come on, I just want to play the game. Yeah, believe it or not, it's a two-player game. You can do the time trial and you can do the battle game. Sadly, even though the time trial is a cool addition, I love that in video games, especially once I Super Punch Out, and hell, any racing game for that matter. Sadly, it just doesn't work in this game because there's no save feature. I couldn't believe it. It doesn't matter how far you get in the game, you always start at the beginning. So we go from different country, find different mechs, to we finally meet up with the end boss Tyrannos. We have a simple charge shot, which I just used, and this rapid fire machine gun. All you have to do is leave the turbo on, and it could easily take out enemy fire. Yeah, she doesn't look too threatening, but she can put up a good fight. She's actually the fourth boss. Or that's the fourth stage, I should say. You gotta make every shot count. But you also have to memorize a lot of patterns because these enemies are gonna move on you. It's gonna get very tricky. The action heats up later on. This guy has very strong armor. Very tough to kill unless you know his weak point. If he gets too hard, just throw a bomb at him. Yeah, I know, it's kind of cheating, but he deserved to die. Oh! Did you see that? And that's all really the game is. Just a whole bunch of collection of boss fights. And then you're done the game. Yeah, this guy is very difficult to fight because he's so skinny. Very tough to hit unless you got very good accuracy. Yeah, stay still. You gotta be very careful with your shots. The cool thing about Battle Clash though is that you can go for different parts of the body. Say if you're tired of, chasing them down, go for the legs, get them in a stationary position. Oh yeah! You were gonna throw a big shot, I stopped you. Look at that, knocked off one of his legs. Yeah! Don't you try no cartwheel attack on me. And the game does have some interesting designs. Like, look at this. She falls off a cliff. Cool background scenery, but it definitely doesn't look very detailed. Like, look at those backgrounds. You compare them to the background mountains and something like a Chrono Trigger, it just doesn't measure up. The graphics are definitely nothing special. Each stage, kind of looks like its particular country, and that's all good. In a ruined state, of course. It's fun to see her with messy hair. Holy crap. Yeah, the first few enemies are just huge pricks and you can't wait to destroy them. Then you talk to like the girl and the guy in the big med suit, and yeah, they're not so evil after all. But then you get to the last boss, yeah, he's evil. Once you see everything that Battle Clash has to offer, you're pretty much done, and it's going to be collecting a lot of dust. Now, unfortunately, even with the depth of the gameplay, it's a cool story, but once you've seen it all, yeah, you're pretty much done. You can try different difficulties if you want, but there's really not too much a point because the story doesn't change, it doesn't save your progress, it doesn't save your high scores. So Battle Clash for Super Nintendo just doesn't have enough meat on the bones to justify a full purchase, and that's why I had to give it a 40 out of 100. Right now it's cheap and easy to get, but back then it was a full purchase. You had to get the Super Scope, which was another expensive item. That's over $100. Sort of weak guy from ST2K, but Battle Clash just doesn't do it for me, even though some people might like the gunplay a bit better than I did. But for a 1992 release, there definitely should have been more here than what was given to us.